Hello and welcome to my apartment. Um, so, in this course, we had to analyze and ponder upon ourselves to see what triggers us to act, what we care about in social and sustainable topics and issues in the entrepreneurial context, aka what I like and how I understood it is what I care about and what I want to do about it. So, while I was filling out these forms, I realized, while thinking about it, I saw a trend of just me caring so much about societal issues and social justice, and just in my case, like LGBTQ plus rights, gay rights, and just with my experience in Lebanon, I grew up feeling unsafe, being completely unprotected by my government, feeling like I was like diseased just because I was gay. And honestly, if it wasn't for the internet, I don't think I would be here today. So I think everyone deserves to have a safe space outside of the internet that is real and like within them and like near them, accessible to them. And I think we can aim for a society where gay people and LGBTQ plus people are accepted. So I thought of an idea which I would have loved to have when I lived in Lebanon, which is a Café, which is also a library that is a safe space for LGBTQ plus people. Now, there's a there are multiple like safe spaces for gay people already. They're gay bars and gay clubs mostly, um, but they're underground. They're low key. They're like not actually underground. Like they're not known from everyone else other than LGBT community, which is how it should be for now at least because of the situation in Lebanon being very homophobic. Um, and that's cool. But for example, me growing up, I never went to these places because I don't like partying. I don't like going to bars. I just feel like I can't have a conversation. It's so loud. Everyone's drunk. It's not a healthy place for me. And so the idea is that we create a safe space where people can chill, have a coffee, hang out, and feel like they can be themselves. They can meet other people from the community, um, and grow together. Now, I thought of five pillars. We have five pillars for our prospective business, and they are safe space, aka it's a safe space for LGBT people in Lebanon. It's an education where we educate. How do we educate? Not the general public because we want to be low key. We don't want to be known by everyone because that puts us in danger and it removes the safe space pillar. So through our library side of the cafe, we would put books that are written by LGBT people and books about LGBT topics that would help give insight to people to the community because a lot of times there's censorship, there's a lack of like transparency. You never find media, including books, I don't know, like entertainment, including books that represent you and that tells you like I learned through the internet and I had to learn like the hard way a lot of things, and like straight people, they just know because they have books about, oh, you hold hands, oh, you know what I mean. So with our books we would give that source of education, and also we would also hold events and seminars by experts, sex experts and psychologists to have an open conversation about the LGBT topics in Lebanon. After education, we have support. Now, by support, we mean we want to support LGBT artists, LGBT book writers in Lebanon. We want to support, uh, if someone, for example, got kicked out of their house because they're gay and they came to our cafe, we don't want to we're not just a cafe, we're there for them. We want to be there for them. Um, that would be through having staff and me, for example, being there, and we would just be there for them emotionally, for emotional support if they need a shoulder to cry on. Maybe I don't know, like we would provide them with some free food sometimes if they need it. And just generally, through that cafe, we'd have a hub for the community to conglomerate and work together to help that person. So we could, for example, have a fund to have them get an apartment, or one of us could provide their couch until the person gets back on their feet. So this sense of tight-knit community exists in Lebanon, but we don't feel like there is a amphitheater, like a place where people can have these conversations coherently. So after support, we have entertainment. And this we would have obviously, because it's not just like a clinic or anything, it's a cafe, and it's also just a general fun space to be in. You want to be there. Well, maybe not you, but LGBT people want to be there. But of course, I feel like you would too. We could hold drag queen shows. We could hold stand-up comedy shows from LGBTQ people. We can hold bands, music, live music. And one thing is open mic nights where people can get to express themselves through poetry, through music, through whatever they feel they need to use to express themselves. Anyone can express themselves, and that would create a conversation that would help people in their self-development and growth out of the difficult situation we're in. Final pillar is communication. And this falls into the open mic thing that I just spoke about. So we want there to be better communication amongst within the community, so that we strengthen the ties, we help each other out, and yeah, all these pillars are because we want to be the place for cathartic moments. We want to be the cathartic place that people grow in, where people feel safe, where people have fun, have memories, and just generally help people advance in their self-growth journey. So yeah, our ultimate aim would be a tolerant Lebanon, but seeing that's a very long-term goal and it's very elastic, it's a sticky problem. So for now, we want to have a more coherent and more supportive, interconnected LGBT community for a tighter net to hold people when they fall. Thank you.